I started to eat, like I said in my mentioned in my other video, I started to eat a lot, and my I got fat. My body started to get fat, and I started to feel very heavy, and so I quit eating, and so I got accustomed to only eating one soup. I mean, two soups a day. Like I just said, what I've been eating, and right now I feel like I'm getting fat again, and I would say it's impossible because I'm only eating two soups a day. Impossible. But that's how I feel. I mean, if I were to go to the doctor and he were to analyze me, you know, and he's not saying any lies, you would weigh me. I mean, he would weigh me, and logically, I'm gaining weight. I feel heavier, and so I would say, how is it possible? How is it possible? Because I quit eating breakfast, I quit eating lunch, I quit eating dinner, and I'm only eating two soups. Time? Because of time? I don't know. I think that I need to stop drinking liquid too because I don't know what else to do. I mean, I don't know what else to do. This is what's happening to me, like, you know, and then right now, since my body hurts right now, all this hurts. And since right now, since I'm not doing nothing because my body hurts a lot, I'm sitting still, and so when you sit still, I kind of feel, like that, like if I'm just, you know, eating. And so we'll see what happens because this is very, very, very interesting to me on how, you know, how parts of my body feel, in pain and they feel weak, and yet other parts of my body don't, feel healthy. Like my arm, it feels healthy. It feels healthy. I feel strong, I feel healthy, but yet all of this right here hurts. It feels weak. And all this feels hot, you know. And like I said, I think that, that it's blood. It's blood, that it's not muscle, that it's blood, and that that, that I'm not gonna fill myself up to the top with blood and have a whole bunch of blood in my system, that I would rather fast and feel fresh and feel light, you know. And if I have to undergo pain to get to that point, because I think it's a test, I think it's a test, like when I became a vegetarian, my head would hurt. My head would hurt. It would hurt immensely, you know. It would hurt immensely. I didn't know what it was. I went through these headaches that were unforgettable, you know, and it was a test, to eat. I didn't want to. They were like, "You need to eat." I was like, "I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to. You need to eat meat. You need to eat meat." Was what the doctors, everybody was telling me, and people, all the white people that I would talk to, they'll be like, It's part of the of meat is part of the nutritional, you know, pyramid. You know, your body needs it, otherwise you'll die. And I was like, then what are vegetarians? Then what are vegetarians? And what people kept telling me were that vegetarians were born. You don't become a vegetarian. And I was like, what? So you can't become a vegetarian? And they're like, no. I was like, That's interesting. And so they said it was impossible for me to quit eating. And I went through these, I guess you could say, withdrawals where my head would hurt immensely. Immensely. I remember, man, and I guess, it was a test. And right now I feel this pain. I feel weak. I feel weakness. All right here. All right here. And yet I feel strong from here. I feel strong. But all this is not muscle. It's blood, you know. So I think it's kind of like witchcraft. Like, if I auto analyze myself, you know, all my body that's full of blood right now feels healthy. All of it except this. Except this part right here. Which means, you know, somebody stupid would be, well, if blood's in my system instead of muscle, and if I fill it up all the way to my head, well, then I won't feel the pain. But it's witchcraft. First off, the blood's not supposed to be in my body like this, taking the place of muscle, taking the place of fat. It's not supposed to do that. That's number one. Number two, I'm skinny and I feel weak from here because it's witchcraft. It's a test. Right now I feel a pain right here. I feel pain right here. Like if somebody was rubbing up against my bone with a stick, pressuring. I feel pain right here. And it's very interesting because I think it's witchcraft because like I said, I think it's witchcraft. And so it's manipulation, you know. You feel weak, you feel hungry, you eat. And if what you're eating has how would you say it, is contaminated, you know, is taboo, then you're fucked. And so it's all about how would you say it, analyzing what's right and what's wrong, you know, not being confused because I've seen some people, say that's witchcraft. They're doing witchcraft on me and go on a trip even killing people, even killing people, like because they feel pain, becoming puppets because of pain, because of witchcraft. It'd be like that. What you're going through is witchcraft. You need to surpass that test. It's a test, and they don't acknowledge what witchcraft is. People are so ignorant that they don't know. They don't even know that it exists when it's out there. Congregations of these people that observe society like if there were some type of supervisors, you know, playing pawns, and people refuse. They're stuck in a world of fantasy. But I acknowledge this, I know, you know what? First off, pain, which is the main how would you say it? The main highlight, pain, I'll surpass it. I'll find a way to to surpass it because all of this right now I'm not doing nothing. I've been sitting down all day. I've been doing nothing, and all of this right now hurts right now. It hurts immensely. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do because I don't take painkillers. If it hurts, you need to solve the problem. And for the most part, it has hurt before, so I just massage it, and it goes away. Like it's not something that I think that, how would you say it? I just, that's not, how would you say it? It's happened before.